Now to that incident on a Delta plane, a family saying they were kicked off an overbooked flight and threatened with jail because they didn't want to give up their baby's seat. ABC's Gio Benitez is here with that story. Good morning, Gio.
Hey, Robin, good morning. We're hearing more and more about these stories. The family flying home from a Hawaii trip when they say they were forced off that flight and had to buy tickets on another.
I bought that seat.
This morning, a California couple says they were kicked off an overbooked Delta flight and threatened with jail when they wouldn't give up the seat they bought for their child.
Yeah, that's fine.
Federal offense, and then you and your wife will be in jail, and your kids will be.
Okay.
Brian Schear and his family were flying home from Hawaii when they say a flight attendant asked them to give up the seat their 2-year-old son was sitting in because the flight was overbooked. The attendant, they say, suggested the little boy sit on his parents' lap for the duration of the flight. The Schears initially refused.
As a mother and you have a 1-year-old and a 2-year-old, it doesn't matter whether you know it's true or false, it put fear in me.
Schear says he purchased the ticket in the name of his other son, Mason, but when Mason left the trip early, he put his 2-year-old in that seat.
They scanned all of our tickets and let us on the plane.
They say Delta knew this was the plan, but once they were seated, airline employees asked them to give up the seat for another passenger.
Yes, I told you that in the beginning. You had two options, and now it's come too far.
So what are we supposed to do? I got 2 infants and my wife. We have nowhere to stay. There's no more flights. What are we supposed to do? Sleep in the airport? No. You should have thought about that before you oversold the flight. I paid for that seat. I paid for that seat. So we're getting kicked off the plane.
Which option did you want to take? Did you want to get off on your own?
So wait, what are we supposed to do once we're off this plane?
That is not up to me.
Schear says he spent $2,000 to fly his family back home the next day. Overnight, the family telling ABC News they don't want money from Delta, they want answers.
The whole idea of a customer has been somehow lost now.
I just don't understand how those people can even look at us while we have our babies with us. Too bad.
And Delta telling ABC News this morning that the company is sorry for what this family experienced. They say they'll be talking with them to better understand what happened and come to a resolution.
Wow.
It's
we just said a story about how you shouldn't put that you shouldn't carry your baby on your lap on a plane, that you should actually have their own seat.
And a lot of airlines, they actually encourage families to carry babies if they're under 2 years old.
Yeah, but they paid for the seat, bottom line.
Yeah,
and I'll bet they'll be getting some money back. Could be wrong. We'll see. Gio, thanks very much.